Welcome to the latest episode of the Laura and Becky show. So we used to do a breakfast radio show together. We lost our jobs. So we decided to take off to Mallorca for the weekend, decide what the heck we were going to do. And that is where we decided to start this podcast.
We are now sponsored by Redbrik estate agents Twycross Zoo and the Summer Beach Club in Meadowhall. And as we record this right now, it's like 24 degrees.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
We need this today, don't we?
Oh my
we
God.
need it.
Yeah. Hopefully it will last a little while because people were getting down.
Oh, I felt glum.
Yeah.
I felt glum as glum.
It was awful, wasn't it?
So bad. What was it you said yesterday? It was how many days?
You'd have to go back 31 days for a good old warm sunny day.
What is going on? Like, this is meant to be the Great British Summer. This is the summer holidays.
Yeah, it's not, is it?
No, it's not. But I think the weekend's meant to be nice, right?
Also, as well, like, I had that hay fever jab all that many moons ago.
Yeah.
Didn't need that, did I?
Didn't need it.
Bloody hell.
Although I have to say, I haven't had my usual hay fever.
Sniff, love.
I've had like a bit of a sniffly nose, but not my usual. You know, I get the itchy throat and I'm like...
Yeah. You have not done that this year. Well, that is a blessing. That is a blessing.
There we go, guys.
For all of us.
We haven't heard that, but there's still time. Okay, there's still time. You know how, I think it was last week maybe, or maybe earlier on this week, we were talking about hitchhikers.
Yes.
How you don't see them anymore.
Yeah.
And obviously I hitchhiked when I was younger. Don't do that, guys. It's not
it's
advised. Had a message from Emma, who listens to the pod avidly.
Hello, Emma.
And she was travelling back from France. Anyway, she voiced that. She was like, "Oh my God, babe, you'll never guess what? I've seen a hitchhiker." Literally like the shock and kind of like excitement in her voice.
Did she pick him up?
No, although he was very good looking. So they were near Kent, right? And they'd stopped at services and there was a Dutchman, I think he was, but she said he was very good looking on his own, had a little map, an old fashioned map with him and a sign saying Holland. And apparently he was like so friendly. So I was like, "Hi guys, would you mind giving me a lift to wherever it was he was going, like en route to Holland?"
Oh no.
And they didn't because they were going the opposite way. But she said he was so nice and so polite and they would have picked him up otherwise.
They would have, would they?
I think they would have done. And also, she had some friends staying with her in France. They're like an older couple, but they're quite adventurous,
Right.
I'd say. They picked up a female hitchhiker whilst they were in France. They just thought, so they picked her up, took her along for a few miles, then dropped her off.
Do you know what? Do you think it's different hitchhiking when you're abroad?
Yes.
Yeah. And when you're fit.
And when you're fit. Yeah.
Yes, really.
Honk, honk.
How bad is that though, isn't it? But it's true.
But I think you do go off what people look like. So if somebody looks a bit like Jeffrey Dahmer, you're not going to pick them up, are you?
If me and you were in a car together, let's just say we were driving, let's put us abroad actually. Let's say we were driving along the south of France, right? And there was a hitchhiker and he was quite good looking, right?
Is he clean?
He's good looking. He's a good looking guy.
But clean, not dirty looking.
No, he's a good looking guy.
Okay.
Would you say I was driving and I went, "Oh, look, there's a hitchhiker. Oh, he's quite fit." If I said to you, "Shall we stop and pick him up?" Would you say yes or no? Okay, let's say what we do. 3, 2, 1. No.
There's something about because murderers can be good looking, mate. They can be. Who's that one from? Is it The Fall? Jamie Doran.
Yeah, but he's an actor.
But still,
I don't think there are many fit actual murderers.
I think the jails are full of them.
Do you?
I think there's going to be good looking murderers. Yeah. What it is, you don't want to discount them just because they're good looking. You can't go, "Oh, he wouldn't stab me in the back of the neck with a knife just because he's good looking."
Getting them out the car. I'd just worry that they'd be like, "Well, I'm not getting out." And then what would we do?
I would worry. See, if we're sat in the front, I'd be looking behind in the rear view mirror. I'd worry that he'd do something like strangle one of us from behind.
Maybe put him in the boot. Maybe tie him up. Pop him in the boot.
Yes. I'd have to search him first as well.
Search him.
Make sure he's got nothing sharp on him or anything.
Strip search him.
Yes.
Take all his clothes off.
Yes.
Tie him up.
Put him in the boot.
Pop him in the boot.
I'd do that then. I'm in. Yeah.
Now who's the psycho murderers?
Yeah.
The tables have slightly turned there.
Oh God! So we've been away.
Yes.
Obviously we have been drinking pale rosé because obviously that's what we do, guys.
Yeah.
So I was back home with my family, and everybody knows who listens to this podcast that my mum loves the darkest of dark rosé. I had to go and buy some again at the weekend.
I wouldn't do it.
Well, she was coming for some Sunday lunch, meeting us for some Sunday lunch, right? And she was like, "Oh, I haven't got any rosé," so I had to physically go into a shop and I had to buy some for her. I was mortified.
No.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't do it.
Oh God, she begged me to. I was like, okay, there you go, have it. And I tell you what, she got through it, mate. She had a bottle and a half of the stuff. She was drunk as a skunk.
No, I'm not surprised. I bet she felt terrible the next day.
She did. Well, she had to go at work. She works at Sainsbury's, right? She had to go in and she works on like the self-scan bit. So she helps people, you know, when like it always goes wrong and stuff. You're like, excuse me. So she works on that bit. And she told me she felt horrendous.
Yeah, there's no worse because she's drinking that stuff.
Yeah, I know. Honestly, it makes me want to puke watching her drink it.
I couldn't. On another note, when I went down to Cornwall with my in-laws, Mike got some Whispering Angel in.
Yes, Mike.
So, I mean, Mike and Joy, they hadn't tried it. They had never, ever tried Whispering Angel. I can't believe
this. You were shooketh.
I was like, what?
See, those guys, they like nice wine and they love a pale rosé. So I'm really surprised they've never tried it before.
Well, so was I. So I thought, oh God, what if they don't like it?
And did they like it?
They liked it.
Good. Did they
I could tell Joy liked it
because
she went a little bit quiet and the glass was empty very quickly.
We should like, gung.
This is nice.
Top me up, Mike.
Well, this is the problem. Mike's a topper-upper. You know, sometimes when you're like chatting away and blah, 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 and you don't realise someone's topped you up. Mike's a topper-upper.
Do you know what?
Some would say forcing alcohol on you, but...
Yeah, I feel like these people are the most lethal kind of people out there. Everyone knows a topper-upper.
We know another topper-upper.
In fact, he's the worst.
It's bad. In fact, I almost don't like going because
he tops up so much.
It's forcible topper-upping though, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And also, you're sick when you go there. You know you're going to puke.
It's not even keep topping up the same drink. It's a different drink and it's another different, then it's a shot and you feel the pressure, don't you? It is
constant.
We know many people that have gone to that house and barely come out alive.
Yeah. Well, I was sick there. Twice, I think.
Our friend blocked the toilet because he was so ill.
And people always end up like sleeping in to like midday because they're so ill they can't move.
Yeah. And then they're like, why are they sleeping in? It's like, why do you think?
Yeah, because you were topping them up all night, mate.
Yeah, topper-uppers. We got through 3 bottles of dry rosé in a heartbeat. Oof. Yeah. But no hangover the next day.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
good.
So your mum wants to take note.
Oh, mate, she's not going to listen. She's too far gone.
Okay.
What's going on in the world?
So, not a lot, as we both know, because we've literally both sat here going, there's literally nothing
guys,
going
we're not going to lie to you. We struggled today. We were like, what can we talk about that's going on?
I think August is a really odd month because I think people are going on holidays. It's just the children are off.
No one's in their normal routine, are they, in August? It's kind of like everything's a bit of a free-for-all. I've sort of forgotten what day it is at the moment as well.
Yeah, the date.
What day is it? Thursday today?
Thursday today. Okay. It's the 10th of August already, the 10th of August. I feel like this month, August gets a bit of a bad rap because you kind of like, you go on holiday and then really just waiting for the kids to go back to school. Yeah. And then obviously autumn kicks off and I hate to say it, but you're on the downward slope to Christmas.
Yeah.
That's basically
mornings are dark, nights are dark.
Yeah. Everything changes. So I feel like at the moment there's nothing on TV.
Yeah, there's not, is there?
Literally nothing on TV. The only thing I've watched, well, I don't really watch TV, but the only TV I have watched is football.
See, I didn't even watch that.
It was a good.
Was it?
It was a good game. Yeah, them girls, they are. Yeah, you kind of almost forget now that you're watching women. Like, you're not like, oh, this is shit 'cause it's women. It's actually really good.
They brought it home, didn't they?
Well, they haven't yet. Quite.
No, before.
Yeah. But if they win this, they're the World Cup winners.
That is amazing.
And they're the women.
The boys need to take note, don't they?
How many years have we struggled watching the men?
Yeah.
Girls come along, win the Europeans.
There's a lesson here, isn't there? I think for life. Yeah.
Then I went and watched Barbie.
You loved it, didn't you?
It's all coming together, isn't it? There's a definite message here,
I think so. Yeah. Women rule the world, basically.
And are better at football.
There we go. Oh, okay. She's gone there. She's gone there. Oh, just quickly as well, we didn't mention this. Jeremy Clarkson's Diddley Squat Farm Shop.
Oh, God.
Has been broken into, right? So it was actually closed at the time and a thief has snuck inside. They've caught him on CCTV and he stole, get this right, I mean, this is really actually expensive. He stole a gin in a tin. Have a guess how much you think Jeremy's selling his gin in a tin for.
It's a right rip-off. 70 quid.
No, a bit less than that.
50.
Slightly less.
30?
A bit more.
35.
41. 41 quid for a gin in a tin? That's insanity. Anyway, this thief
caught.
decided to steal it. That's what he stole.
I mean, what an idiot. If you're going to steal, don't do it at Jeremy. I mean, that guy's going to be found, probably dragged from a field.
Yeah, Jeremy will go after him, won't he, to be fair?
I mean, why?
Also, he's clear as day on the CCTV. There's no balaclava. There's no like face covering. He's literally got his face out.
How did he get in if it was closed?
He must have I don't know, smashed a window, broken the door down.
Because when you watch there's people in the shop. It doesn't look closed.
Yeah, no, it's just him. Definitely closed.
Oh.
Yeah, unless he's got a mate with him.
But doesn't he like hide it in his jacket and walk off? If you've smashed a window, why would you look so dodgy? It's a weird setup.
It is weird. Maybe it's an inside job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe Jeremy's just done this to get us all talking about the next series.
Well, it's working.
Yeah. Maybe it's actually Caleb with a cap on stealing the gin.
Well, he commented on the post and all he put was very disappointing.
Oh, is that all he put?
Yeah.
I bet he didn't say that in real life though, did he?
Yeah,
But he said a bit more than that.
When is the next series of that? Because
Do
we
you know
all
what?
need that.
I've got no idea. I think they're filming it, aren't they?
They're doing I'm talking of TV, they're Strictly Come Dancing, announcing all their dancers. I'm like, hang on a sec. It's August.
You know what's going to happen next, don't you? I'm a celeb. We're going to be talking about that.
Yeah, wasn't that good this year though, was it? That
no.
All-Star one.
No, not bothered.
No, not bothered. Okay.
Mate.
This is funny.
This is quite funny, actually. So on Friday morning, we did the pod live from Twycross Zoo. We had like an influencer event there. So we had lots of influencers come with their kids, which was really nice. And they got like a tour around the zoo, got to do things you wouldn't normally do. It was just lovely, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really good. By the way, they love the carrot or parrot game.
Yeah.
So they want us to go back and play carrot or parrot with one of the experts.
Yes. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Everyone had a great time. Also, we no, we haven't. Forget that. I was going to say something else, but forget it.
Okay.
So when we were there on Friday, I had Lily with me. You had Rosie with you. Anyway, Rosie did one of the tours. Lily didn't want to go on a tour without me, so I had to take her for a private little tour afterwards.
Yeah.
So we ended up in the giant tortoise house, right? Anyway, there was quite a big crowd in there.
Yeah.
And I thought, what's going on in here? Well, I soon found out why. So there were 3 giant, and when I say giant, they were absolutely huge, right?
Enormous.
So big. So they were in this like enclosure. And I could just hear these weird noises, a bit like, oh, oh. And I thought, what is going on? So kind of like fought my way to the front a bit. Anyway, I'll describe it the way Lily described it, right?
Okay.
So when she's told other people about this since, she went, oh my goodness, she went, there was one big tortoise on top of another big tortoise and he was trying to eat the tortoise underneath him because he was slathering everywhere and moving about a lot and had his mouth open. I was like, yep, that's exactly what was happening. I mean, obviously they were,
Yeah, mating.
they were making babies.
I mean, listen, I guess that's what they do, isn't it?
It's natural. But it went on for ages. And we all, including me, had our phones. I thought, I've got to film this. In fact, you can see it. So we've got a reel on our @LauraandBecky page. It's on the reel from Twycross. I thought, I'm going to stick that on. Do you want to hear it, actually?
Yeah, let's hear it. Yes, please.
Where did I...
So you sent it me.
Oh, did I? Right.
Yeah, you sent it me.
Hang on.
I feel like this kind of happens a lot, though.
Well, we spoke to Adam from Twycross. I said, Adam, they were going at it in
they
front
do
of
it a
everyone.
lot.
Well, you went, oh, yeah, they do it every day. I was like,
Is it quite slow as well? I wouldn't have thought they're quite frisky, as in like...
It was very slow.
Yeah.
But I don't know why. That made it even funnier. And I tell you what, he was slathering from his mouth. Like his mouth, this one tortoise on top, his mouth was wide open and all this stuff was...
Oh, stop it.
Yeah, no, for real. And if you can hear it on this one, let me just put it on, right.
Oh dear. Is he going to go again?
So you could just hear all the kids absolutely dying and him doing that over and over. Yeah. I tell you what though, when he had finally finished, and it did go on for some time, right? So he sort of like poodled off. The poor little woman tortoise underneath, she looked absolutely done in.
Shattered, did she?
She went for a lie down. Yeah, she was like, oh. took it out of me, that. I felt so sorry for her. She was sort of walking with a bit of a
limp.
Yeah, a bit of a limp, a bit like couldn't quite get to where she was going. Bless
Was
her.
she not upside down then?
No. So she was stood and then he was on top of her.
Okay.
Yeah, eating her, as Lily said.
Oh God!
Yeah. So there we go.
Actually, talking of that reel, if you head to our Instagram at The Laura and Becky Show, we've got a banging giveaway for Twycross Zoo at the moment. So go and find that. Enter. It's a feeding experience, the lot.
Please, and if you do go along, you may well see the tortoises.
Who doesn't want to see that? So we can't guarantee it, but you probably will.